Yours up there, guys, it's Immersive Gamer 83 and thank you very much for stopping by. Today we are playing Borderlands 2 in full virtual reality. It's got proper geometry support via Vorpx. We've removed the cell shading effect and we've added SweetFX as well, and it looks something else. It really does. Look at these light shards being blocked out and like the shadow shards coming off of there. Looks superb. This is like an old fuselage of a spaceship or something. It's crazy, like crash scene. It's like all these old beat up sort of vehicles and stuff. It looks really cool, like bodies and stuff in the snow. It runs very well without well, we've removed the cell shading effect as well, but yeah, I had to remove the EMB as well. I used to have an EMB when I first got this up and running. It's the first time I've really played this game. I got it running before, but I've never played it, so this is as far as I've been. It looks so good. I managed to, when I was setting it up, I spent well, your ability to walk short distances without dying will be handsome Jack's downfall. I reckon I've spent maybe 20 minutes setting this up, and I've got some really what feels to me like great settings, to be honest. The FOV, even when maxed in game, doesn't really feel great, so you have to enable the console by typing in some stuff in the INI files, and once you've bound a key to it, you press the key in game and then you can just literally like press it. I've bound the M key and then you just type in FOV space and then whatever number you want. So in my case I chose 120 because it felt right for me in VR. The structure feels really big. Similar reminiscent sign to the start of Borderlands 1. I suppose we better follow this fool. I'm not going to be doing too much. I've just set it up ready for when we get through.
And open! Just a little added security. You gotta keep those bullymongs at bay, or they'll rip your eyes out.
This door feels perfect size, like to me, like, you know. I am sort of like sitting in a chair and stuff, but like if I'm standing up, that's sort of right for me. This is crazy. You really feel like you're actually in an environment, to be honest. You really do feel like you are in somewhere. It's crazy. And when I was outside a moment ago, I literally felt I was like I was out in the open and not in my little gaming man cave. This is going to be special, to be honest. This game is not supported though by Vireo, so it is going to be a Vorpx job for this one. So not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, you can run SweetFX with it. Oh look, claptraps used as a brick. This feels like it's really opening up now. Whoa. And the actual people, the size of the people feel very real.
Everything Jack kills, he dumps here. Bandits, vault hunters, claptrap units. If I sound pleased about this, it's only because my programmers made this my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite impressed. Now, the creatures around here are dangerous. None more than this bullymong named Knuckle Dragger. Killed everyone I know. Anywho, I keep a pistol in the cabinet over there for emergencies. But in here, we should be pretty safe.
What? Huh? What did they take off of it?
The gun in the cabinet.
Cabinet. Which cabinet? Oh, they actually took his fucking eye. Later. That feels like a real settee. Well, I suppose we better find the cabinet. That thing was massive. Look at this. All these bodies and that. And like the size of the people. Like, he looks perfect scale. Like, absolute perfect scale. It's really crazy. look, there's bodies in there. And a card of, is that Handsome Jack? If you really want to as well, you can actually move the HUD elements. I quite like them out of the way, to be honest. I do quite like them out of the way, so I'm not that fussed. Where's this cabinet? Oh, there we go. Just taking in all these environments.
Once upon a time, 4 Vault Hunters changed Pandora forever. But their time has passed. Thanks to Handsome Jack, Pandora needs a new hero. I know that hero is...
Claptrap.
Apart from the excruciating pain, this is great! I've been waiting for
Oh,
a
look.
mighty Vault Hunter to help me reach Sanctuary! I will be your wise leader.
Money everywhere, and
and you
Claptrap's
will be
playing
my
cards.
first dominion.
I've heard that Claptrap's proper annoying for like the first couple of hours, and I found him quite funny in the last one. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see before I judge him. Look at him. He looks great. He looks like he's right there though. So this is something else, to be honest. The people feel really, really good size, like proper realistic. I mean, of course, they still look a little bit cartoony, but it's just. I'm sorry if I'm not really putting across how good this is. This is something else, to be honest. Yeah, what I was going to say earlier is if you do actually want to see the HUD in the game, and I'm sure that, like, you know, it is needed. But you just press the delete key. In fact, I might as well go through my settings now, to be honest. So on the starting page, I've got on main, I've got Vorpx needs to be on, display mode Rift, virtual cinema off, geometry, separation. I've got mine at 0.98. That was it was really good for 3D, but also the 3D affects the scale of the world. So I found that the most realistic scale with the people was 0.98. 0 on 3D FOV, camera height modifier, I've not fucked with it yet, I don't feel like I need to, and focal offset 0.5. Display settings, image sharpening 1.02, fixed chromatic aberration on, fixed black smear off. With the UI and HUD scale, you can actually like move the HUD like further in, like so you can scale the HUD and actually move it into your view and make it bigger when it's in your view. So now, like, that is actually in the game world, and you can move it back if you wish as well. So like you can move it right out the way as well, which I quite like it out the way, to be honest. It looks better, it's more immersive. So to be honest, I've left them at full. Aspect ratio correction, I found Letterbox 2 to look quite nice, to be honest. Image zoom, I've got that at 1.00. I've got 0 2D FOV enhancement. I've set this to the B cups, because when you put it on A, it almost like puts you in a little bit, whereas the B one puts you back just that little bit more. Vignette scale 1.00. IPD is 61.85. You can change that to adjust though. That's just for me. It's a bit like, you know, that's each for their own. Everyone's individual with that. Edge peak mode 3D, edge peak scale 60. Ambience, you don't really need to best for that really. It won't really do anything for your setup. Head tracking, head tracking on. My head tracking sensitivity 0.40 in here. That's at zeros. Roll on. Positional tracking on. Positional tracking strength 1.00, and then all the rest of them off. And then I've not really messed with this at all, to be honest. Disabled mouse acceleration, I've turned that off in the other settings, to be honest. So I've got a program externally that turns that off all the time for me. So you could turn that on if you needed to. This game, you don't need to handle gamepads internally. This game handles gamepads very well. There's no problems like GTA, etc. It works very, very well. So you can just follow this here. Head tracking as gamepad, I've turned that off. You don't need to do anything with that. So yeah, there's my settings there. Basically, you can change that if you need to, but like it won't affect. You know, that's on each to their own basis. So if I press the start key, and then press edge peak mode so I can actually see. In my options, I'll go down to the keyboard and mouse, which is what you need. So invert look needs to be off. Mouse sensitivity, I've got mine at 40. I've played around with that until it felt right. That might be slightly different for everyone depending on the size of your head and your neck and whatever. Aim assist off, and then that's pretty much it, to be honest. Like, just the FOV thing. Make sure that you can go into the actual the files and then enable the console, and once you've done that, you're good to go, really. You're golden. So right, okay, that's all good to go. And yeah, very, very happy with the setup. It works perfectly.
Great. Just let me get this door open and we'll hunt ourselves a bullymon.
So yeah, I'm not really gonna go into this now. I'm not gonna play the game very much. I wanted to test it out.
Seeing eye minion, let me know if I'm gonna run into anything.
I just wanted to see what the game looked like, to be honest. I wanted to see how it felt and how it looked with SweetFX on, and I'm not disappointed. This game looks really, really nice. There's full day-night cycles as well. I'm looking forward to playing this, but of course I'm having such good fun on the first one. I've got it all to look forward to, so I'm happy to play through it all, and I feel lucky that I've not played this game before in VR, well, at all. And it's first time I play through this game is going to be in VR, so I feel very fortunate, to be honest, that I missed out on some of the games when they first came out. So I'm going to call it a day here for this one. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you smash that like button, and of course, if you're always more than welcome to subscribe if you've not already. And there's regular content at the minute. I'm sort of putting out 2 to 3 a week, just as and when, really, but generally 2 to 3 a week, sometimes more. And if you do subscribe, I'll always subscribe you back. So I hope you enjoyed this. That's Immersive Gamer 83, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.